Advanced Physics Classroom. Today I'm going to explain about a very user-friendly whiteboard for our online classes. So I'm going to explain about Google Jamboard. Google Jamboard has a lot of amazing features which makes our class very effective. Without any delay, let's get started. So I'm going to explain in step by step the various features of Google Jamboard. So to open a Google Jamboard, there are two easy options. So the first one is go to Google Chrome and or any browser and just type Google Jamboard. You can just type Google Jamboard. So it will be redirecting you to this page. So you can just click on the Google Jamboard. So you can see either a blank page if you have not started with Google Jamboard. So if you are using it already, you will be seeing the boards you have already created. Since I used it a couple of times, you can see some of my boards here. And if you want to add more boards, you can add option is there. So you can click that new jam, that option you can click. Then a board will be generated in front of you. So this is our workspace now. So advantage of using Google Jamboard for our classes is we can share this board with our students. We can prepare our lessons in advance. We can keep it ready, and once the class starts, we can directly use this board without any time delay. So here I have opened the Jamboard. You can see one page. So there is an option on the top called create frame. So if you click on that create frame, another page will be opened. So you can add any number of pages as you wish for your classroom. So you can just keep on adding that. And there is another option here. If you click here, you can see the page is added, and now I just created this and it is a blank page. So you can see it is blank. So once we work out something here, you can see all the pages here. So during the class, if you have to quickly jump to one of the pages, this feature makes it really easy. And here you can see three dots. So when you click those three dots, you will be able to see the options where you can rename, you can just duplicate the slide. Lot of options are there on those three dots. So coming to the board, I'm on the first page now. You can see 1 out of 6 pages created. So I'm on the first page. You can see a pen tool here, a pen tool. So let's click on the pen tool. So you would see different types of pens here, and let's try different colors also. So this is the pen mode, and the next one is, it looks like this, and another option is a thick line, and there is a brush option also. So this is how that brush option looks like. Maybe you can use it as a highlighter. So these are the different options in the pen mode. So how you're going to write using this pen? Already I have created a video which explains the tools for writing on these kind of whiteboards. So I will be giving the link of that video in the description box. So if you have not watched that video, you can go ahead and watch that video which explains the tools for online teaching. So if you have those tools, it will be really easy for you to write on the board. Okay, so it is very easy to write on the board using those tabs. So we can write using the pen. Suppose you want to erase what you have written, so you can just erase it using the eraser provided there. And there is a select option if you have any picture or something inserted here. I'll come to that point. And another amazing feature is the sticky notes. So here you can note down the topics or you can just mark the point for our classes. So let's say point 1 is this, or maybe you can just type whatever you want there, and so that you don't miss anything in the class. And you can change the color of this sticky notes. Okay, so you just keep it there, And another option is you can just drag and keep it anywhere. Since it is very small, maybe we can expand it like this. You can add any number of sticky notes to a single page, and you can make it attractive also. So that is another option. And the most important option I prefer here is adding images. So why it is very important? Adding images is very useful when it comes to giving questions to the students. Suppose I have a PDF version of the textbook which my students are using, or I want to give them some questions from a sample question paper. So how am I going to present that on the board? So I just open the question PDF. I'm opening the question PDF and I'm choosing the question which I want to give to my students. So what am I going to do here is I'm going to use the snipping tool. I'm not going to type anything on the board now. I just use the snipping tool. So this snipping tool will be allowing me to cut that question, then go back to this page. Then you can use the command Control V. The Control V option which we use on our Microsoft Word or for any copy paste command, right? No need for copy command, just paste command will work here if you are using the snipping tool. Okay, so I have not cut the question completely now, so I just go back because the size was bigger, so I just take the next part as another snip, go back and paste it here. So you can arrange the question here. You can increase the size, and you can just drag and drop anywhere you require. So even when you choose this select option, it will be helping you to select it. So during a lesson, if you want to highlight something, you can use this laser pointer. So when you read something, maybe I want to point out this area of the picture or the question, I can just highlight it so it looks like this. You can see that on the board when we use the laser pointer. So this is another option. And we have the tools like the circle and triangle, or the mathematical shapes you can use here. So click that and paste it here. Once you do this, you can change the outline color and you can change the fill color also. So using this shapes, it will be very helpful for mathematics teachers. And another feature is typing. If you want to type something, just choose that text box. So let's say question 1. So this is my question 1 for that day. So here you have options like changing the color of the text, and we can increase or decrease the size. So you go this place and just click on those different font sizes. So this is a normal size, you can expand this. And here also you have edit option, delete option is there, duplicate option is there. When you duplicate, you can see the same thing is coming again. And there you can see different options like send backward and send forward. So send backward and send forward option is when the text is coming on the picture, or if it is hidden by another text, we can use that bringing to front or bringing to back option. So you are free to explore all those features here. So we have seen opening a Jamboard using going to the Google Jamboard directly using the Chrome browser. Now here it looks like a whiteboard. Suppose I want to teach using a blackboard setup. So that gives a real classroom feeling, a traditional classroom feeling. So we can go to the set background option where you will be seeing different boards. If you want to see that as a notebook page, you can choose this frame. And you see another color here. I can choose another black background here. When we are using black background, make sure we are using the white pen option, so that whatever we are writing there, it will be clear. Because on black color, any other color, it doesn't look good. For students, it will be difficult to see. So I prefer white color on the blackboard, so it gives that blackboard and chalk effect also. So this is another interesting option. We can change the background color. So you will be wondering, there are only a few colors here, right? So we have another option to choose other pictures as background. So when you are doing that, either you browse, when you browse it, it will be directing you to the computer storage where you will be having all the pictures saved. So you can choose that saved picture here. You can click URL. If you have a link for a particular picture, then you can use this URL option. Camera, directly your system camera will be open. Another thing is Google image search, which is very useful. So it will be taking you to the Google search bar. So you can type the color, whichever background color you want for that particular board. So let me just try red background. So I just chosen red background. So whichever you feel good for your class, you can just choose it. I feel this would be okay. Let's try that. So I click set as frame. So when I click set as frame, this background is coming. So you can choose your preferred color or preferred background for that particular lesson. Now you may be feeling this board is very small. It doesn't have much space. So what you can do is go to the zoom option, then you can increase the size. So you will be getting a big size board. You can make it into bigger by zooming in, and even you have an option to make it so small also. But I prefer to use this fit option, which will be automatically taking to the screen resolution and size. So that is another preferred option. So you can do according to your convenience. So these are the basic features we can apply in Google Jamboard. So before every lesson you can set your slides and be ready for your classes. Once you are done with this, how do we share with the students? One option is whichever teaching platform you are using, either Zoom or Google Meet or whatever other platforms you are using. If you are doing screen share, you can do the screen share option. So you use that platform for the discussion, for the audio and video purpose, and you can use this as a whiteboard option, and you can just teach the students by screen sharing. Another thing is, I want to get an answer from one of my students. So what I can do is, I can click this share option. So click that share option. So you will be getting a window like this. So you can add the email ID of your students or whoever you wish to share this. Okay, so you are going to click the email ID and grant permission to edit. So once you click share, once you type that mail ID, it will be asking you the permission. So once your student joins, it will the Jamboard will notify me. So I'm going to send this board with one of my students. So I send the invite. So you will be seeing that once the student joins here, you can see person added. I sent the sharing of link to the student. So person is added. Once the student joins, then I can see this particular student, the person has joined on this Google Jam. So that message, the notification will be coming on the board. So you can share with all your students this way. So once the class is done, the most important feature I like with this Google Jamboard is we can download the entire lesson using this option. On the right hand top corner, you can see 3 dots. You get different options. You can rename the file. So let us rename today's class. This is Jamboard tutorial. So I have taken the lesson, and suppose the students have not taken down the complete notes, they were just listening, or maybe we were solving a lot of questions, so they want to revise it. So they need the notes. So how can they get the notes? So now I share this with all my students, then they will be able to download it as a PDF. So whatever I have written on the board or whatever changes they have made on the board, everything will be downloaded as a PDF. Okay, so that PDF option, that is an amazing feature. I will show you how we are getting that PDF. Before that, let me show you another very useful important feature of this Jamboard. Adding the images, I have already told you, you use this browse option, so you will be redirected to the computer storage wherever you have stored your files. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to add one of the images, and this is not a simple image, it is actually an animation. So this gives a very good visual effect to the students, and when we teach, it will give a very good impact on the students. They will understand it better when we show this in the form of a visual medium. Instead of a simple image, this gives more information to the students. So this is what I told, one of the features I like most with this Google Jamboard is adding this animation. So how do you get this animation? You can go to Google. So I'll just show you how you get that animation. So go to Google, just type whatever topic you need. So let me say propagation of sound. So I get this propagation of sound. So I just type the images. I go to images, but I will be getting a lot of images here, but I want animations, GIF file. So what I do is tools, type GIF files. So you will be getting the GIF files. You can see the same thing what I have uploaded there. So just click on that, go to that particular GIF, then save image as. You can save this image on your computer. Okay, so once you save that image on the computer, then you will be able to add it directly on the board. Now all my slides are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this as a PDF and show you. So I click download as a PDF. So once I click that download as a PDF, it will be downloaded into my computer. You can see Jamboard tutorial is downloaded here already. Let me show by opening that. It will be there in your download folder. So from the page 1 I have prepared, you can see all the pages here one by one. This is an amazing feature of our Google Jamboard. Animation, you will not see that moving because this is PDF file. So you will not see the movement of that animation, but it comes as a picture. So like this, whatever we have written, whatever questions we have solved on that particular class, students will be able to access it. So we can make use of it instead of wasting time in the class to write the notes. You can ask the students to download it and prepare their notes later on. So that will save time during the online classes. So now this is through the Google Chrome browser we have entered into this Jamboard. Now let me see how do we do this during our classes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a Google Meet. Okay, so I just start an instant Google Meet. So let me just go to Google Meet and start an instant meeting and show you. I just start an instant meeting. So my meeting is getting ready. If you want the camera, you can switch on the camera, otherwise you can just leave it. So here you can see add others. You can add the students using this option. I'm not going in detail about Google Meet, but how do we use the Jamboard here? So here you can see an option, share your screen. This is presenting screen. You can choose a window, whichever window you want to share. So you can choose whichever window you want to share, either the Jamboard or the PowerPoint, whatever it is. You can just open that and share it with the students. But Google Jamboard we can create from here. So if you have not prepared any board before the class, you can start an instant whiteboard. So just observe where I am clicking. Go to the corner, bottommost corner, right side. You will be seeing this activities. So you click that whiteboarding option, start a new whiteboard. You can see choose from drive. So if you have already made, you can just choose it from your Google Drive. The one I have already made there, that will be visible if I click this choose from drive. Now I have opened another jam here. So once this jam is opened, then it is up to you whether you screen share or you share it with your students. So what we can do is, I just open this, I can share it with my students. So it will, once I click that, it will show the email ID of my students. Then I can just add it, and then we can start working out one by one as I have shown you before. So this is how we create an instant Jamboard during our class. So advantage is we can use it as an interactive whiteboard where students also will be able to write on the board if we give the edit permission. Make sure you are giving the edit permission for the student when you are sharing it with them. And the most important, don't forget, they can download it as a PDF and save it in their computer for later reference. Let me just show you a sample board I have made here. I'm just going back to my page. So you can see here the Jamboard tutorial I have made, that is already visible here, and the one I have auto generated during that Google Meet, that is blank now. That also you can see here, the date, everything is visible here. And this is the one I just prepared, not much slides, but just for a sample. So I have added the images and I made that black effect, and you can see here the diagram, experiment diagram is there. Along with that animation gives more effect to the class. And I have given some empty space here because this concept takes much space to explain. Lot of equations are there, so I have already prepared my lesson accordingly, because I kept another blank page so that the class happens continuously without any break. So this way you can prepare your lesson before the class. So this gives a very good effect for our online classes. So hope all of you have understood the procedure to use Google Jamboard. Thank you for watching, and I will be coming soon with another useful video for online teachers. See you soon. Bye.